ambag mo bilang kabataan sa bayan ng Las Piñas sa aspeto ng pangkalikasan? Once again, your question is, ano sa tingin mo ang magiging ambag mo bilang kabataan sa bayan ng Las Piñas sa aspeto ng pangkalikasan?
Thank you for that wonderful question. I believe that I can contribute using this platform that I have, which is the WATERLILY Festival. With this, I have a platform that wherein I can show other people how to utilize waste and use them as resources. With that, we can lessen the waste that is in our rivers and in our markets, such as the coconuts and the water lilies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sapone. Good evening to you. Good evening. Can you now pick your question? And your question is from Miss Almanza Dos. Your question is, what is the advantage and disadvantage of water lily in our economy in Las Piñas? Once again, what is the advantage and disadvantage of water lily in our economy in Las Piñas?
Thank you for the wonderful question. I believe the disadvantage of water lily in our Las Piñas is nakakadami siya ng mga lumok or insekto sa ating tahanan or sa ating kapaligiran. But the advantage of it is sometimes nakakatulong din siya for insecticide, spraying yung mga dumi sa ating bahay. And nakakatulong din to para mapanatili yung kagandahan para mapanatili ang kagandahan ng ilog sa atin. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lorena. Ms. Albana, are you ready for your question here? Okay. Last question. And the question is from Miss Alondres. At ang katanungan mo ay, what is special about water lily? What is special about water lily?
Thank you for that wonderful question.
evening. Can I take your question? At ang iyong question ay galing kay Miss Pamplona Dos. And your question is, what have you learned from your pageant sisters? Once again, what have you learned from your pageant sisters?
Good evening, everyone. Being able to join this kind of competition is such an honor to represent my background. And being able to be with my co-queens, to my co-candidates, is such an opportunity to be together, to be one, do our best to promote our own barangays, and being able to represent ourselves with confidence and originality. Thank you.
Miss Pilar. Very witty din talaga yung ating mga candidates dahil yun nga, yung pong mga katanungan ito ay galing mismo sa kanila. So hindi po ang mga organizers, but these ladies formulated these questions for their own candidates. So talagang yung effort din talaga ang bawat isa. And makikita mo talaga napaka-brainy ng ating mga kandidato ngayong gabi. So now we have Miss Pilar. Napakaganda ng kasuotan. And your question is from Miss Pamplona Uno. Assuming that you and your friend won the crown and the first runner-up, will you choose to be Miss WATERLILY 2022 and cut your friendship with the runner-up, or be the runner-up and keep the friendship with the Miss WATERLILY 2022? Once again, I will repeat the question.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Good evening to everyone. Camaraderie weighs over a crown. And I believe that if my fellow queen is genuine and we have a true friendship, then competition won't be, a crown won't be in vain. And we will just celebrate each other's success because an empowered queen empowers another queen. Thank you!
Patunay lang yan na magagaling talaga ang mga Tigolas Pinas at ang mga Pilipino. Okay, Miss Talon 4, you can now pick your question. At ang iyong question ay galing kay Miss Elias Aldana. Why did you join this WATERLILY pageant? So once again, your question is, why did you join this WATERLILY pageant?
First of all, good evening to our beloved judges and to everyone here in Las Pinas City. I wanted to join WATERLILY pageant to be the voice, to be ambassador of Mr. and Miss Gilroy. Because I believe in their projects. I believe that they could make a change. And they are the hope of the youth today. And this is why I'm standing in front of you right now. Because I know with my voice as an ambassador of the Villar family, we could make a change. Thank you so much.
So patuloy na po tayo mag-share at mag-like ng page ng Villar Sipag and Villar Sipag Foundation. And your question is from Miss Manuyo Uno. If you win the 15th Miss WATERLILY title, what do you Magandang gabi sa iyo, Miss Palangutan. At ang iyong katanungan ay mula kay Miss Almanza Uno. As a millennial, what is the most pressing issue in your generation? Once again, as a millennial, what is the most pressing issue in your generation?
Maraming salamat po sa inyong katanungan. Ang nagaganap na issue ngayon ay ang matinding depresyon. Naniniwala ako na hindi dapat gawing biro ang depresyon dahil hindi ito sadyang kaisang kalungkutan lang. Dahil ito ay dapat seryoso. Kahit ako bilang bata ay nakakaramdam ng matinding depresyon. Kaya tulungan natin sila at kamustahin. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
First batch, may I call on Miss Danielle Bahago. Umikinit na ng umikinit ang ating competition ngayong gabi. So, diba? Malalaman natin, hindi ngayon, but on August 5, here at WRC. So, patuloy niyo lang pong supportahan ang ating WATERLILY Festival at ang proyekto na City of Las Pinas. Okay? Hello, Miss Danielle Fajardo. Magandang gabi sa iyo. You may now pick your question. Alright, I'll put it for you. Since we have the last question for this batch. At ang iyong question ay galing kay Miss Pamplona Tres. For you, which WRC project benefits most of Las Piñero? Once again, for you, which WRC project benefits most of Las Piñero?
I believe that the plastic share benefited the Las Piñeros and Las Piñeros women, not only in our city but to other schools for them to have a better education. We can use the plastic shares to help those children who are in need and lack of support in other cities. This, I believe that plastic share benefited our city and other city as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Call on Miss Talon Cinco. Hello, Miss Talon Cinco. You may now pick your question. And your question is from Miss Sapote. What makes the WATERLILY Festival significant? Once again, I will repeat the question. What makes the WATERLILY Festival significant?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Good evening, everyone. WATERLILY Festival is significant because it doesn't only showcase the skills and abilities of fellow Las Piñeros, but it promotes the value of our beloved Senator Cynthia Villar. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. To the environment.
Once again,
ready naman. Okay. Candidate from Barangay Pamplonados. What can we do to put a stop to climate change? Once again, I will repeat the question. What can we do to put a stop to climate change?
Good afternoon, everyone. I believe that we cannot totally stop climate change, but we can prevent it. I can prevent it by raising awareness, by doing this in the social media platform that we have today, because it is a very powerful tool, and I think it is. And I think that raising an awareness is such a big help for everyone, because everyone is already listening that there are so much causes that destroys our mother Earth, and that is the thing that I will do. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love